sports college football. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Buffalo Bulls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I checked in with the Buffalo head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Shelton. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback will keep it. Breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. Finds some room. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he scores! Touchdown Broncos!
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Interception, baby, all day.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll take it himself. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Snagged out of the air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got a little grass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's right. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback going the other direction.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Across the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Shelton.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Gain of 25 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Looking for space. It's Buckley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage.
Flag 49. Flag 49.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hard running there. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shelton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Shelton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Wright. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Holds and fires complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Touchdown Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add
add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Lowry. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Buckley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
They'll run play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he drops to throw. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 31 on the play. First and goal, Western Michigan.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And the timing just a hair off.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Right back to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The run inside. It's Shelton. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 9 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Knocked off his feet.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. There's some room. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Western Michigan, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's right. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Across the 45. Finding some room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Bulls are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Midweek action for your viewing pleasure. It's 2nd and 10 here in the third quarter. The give to the single back. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time. If you're on offense, what do you do here on 4th? Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle. It's Green. At the 45 on his way. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+.
37 on the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Buckley. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. Throws to the back. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Broncos! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek MACtion, it's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Turns it loose. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shelton. There's a crease. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Shelton. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Holmes. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it's gone! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Under fire. And it's a sack.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Holmes. Zings it complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Bulls with the 1st and 10.
Red 18.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. From the 22 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Shelton.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Might have a chance. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in with 1 hand.
2 hands is coached. You know, 1 hand optional. What a great one-handed stab.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Lets it fly. The sure hands, it's Buckley. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of work work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it.
The second down pass, complete to the wideout. Gain of 20. First and goal, Western Michigan.
And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Running inside, it's Shelton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They give it to him again. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over.